Okiki means the good things in life, and we created a series to share that good feeling with you.
Kendi,
Anya,
Suki,
Dahi, and so many more lovable characters with stories that you can relate to. Many of our stories are released in 2 or 3 parts, so make sure you like and subscribe so that you don't miss any suspense or happy endings being published every Thursday. Thank you for listening to our original series, Okiki, and now prepare for us to share the good things in life with you. Kendi's Big Birthday Cake. In a quiet town at the edge of a riverbank woke cutie curly Kendi hazily from her sleep. She blinked her eyes, drew in a crisp morning's breath, and after a deep warming yawn, snapped. "Today's my birthday! Ah!" she shrieked. She sprung from her bed, leaping into her fluffy white bunny slippers, and sprung for her calendar to see today's date circled in strawberry bubblegum pink ink. "Yep, that's right. It's my birthday. It's my birthday," she sang as she did her celebration dance, smiling and giggling herself silly. Kendi couldn't wait for all the special things planned for today. And just to be sure she wouldn't forget a detail, she was sure to prepare a plan with drawings and all days before. Let's see here. She snatched the plan from the giant dressing mirror perched against the wall. Breakfast, bath, and... But she gasped, throwing her hands in the air with her plan pinched between her finger and thumb. "Yes, yes, yes!" She ran down the hallway as fast as she could as the floppy bunny ears of her fluffy worn slippers frolicked along. Down the long winding staircase, past the foyer, missing that giant bouquet of freshly clipped fuchsia flowers especially for her, through the formal living room, and whap! Kendi landed a cartwheel into the kitchen. "Happy birthday!" Mom, Dad, and Jahi screamed, releasing a mess of balloons and confetti at Kendi. She blushed brightly, her cheeks crimson with delight. She gave all 3 big hugs and then rushed over to her plate of steaming pancakes, freshly griddled and smothered in Canadian maple syrup. "Are you ready, Kendi?" Mom smiled, biting her lip and shimmying her shoulders in excitement. Kendi took another bite of her delicious pancake, swiped her mouth with the sleeve of her pajamas, and held up her plan. "Yes, yes, yes," she said with a mouth full of half-chewed pancake mush. "Cartwheels, pajama napkin, and a full mouth?" Mom looked at Kendi with a raised eyebrow. "Even birthday girls have manners." Kendi winced with her sweet, cheeky smile. Okay, Mom, but look!" She turned her plan over to the backside and revealed her most exciting plan for the day. "Wow!" Mom said. Her eyes grew big. "When did you plan all that?" Mom couldn't believe what she was seeing. Kendi shrugged, teasing for a little suspense, and with one more mouthful of pancakes, got up from her seat to unveil what she had secretly been working on for weeks. "Kendi, no getting up before we finish breakfast," Dad warned, having no clue what Kendi was up to. "I know, Dad, but I just want to show you one quick thing." Kendi hurried along, turning back quickly to excuse herself. "I think it's something to do with the big plan. Let her go. After all, it's her birthday." Mom rubbed Dad's back gently to signal that everything was okay. Kendi gets to do what she wants, complained Jahi, with his elbow slammed on the table, his chin and his cheek rested with envy in his hand. You're right. Elbows off the table, Mom teased Jahi. Besides, aren't you excited to see the big surprise? Just then, Kendi arrived with a pan covered in kitchen towels. Are we ready? Indeed they were. The three were curious. Kendi was certainly no cook, but that never stopped her from trying. Full of curiosity and equally of doubt, Jahi said, Sure, but I'm not trying it. Kendi rolled her eyes, laughing. Oh, you will, little brother. And she lifted the towel away from the pan. Voila! Kendi burst out into laughter. The pan was covered in aluminum foil. The others weren't amused by this Russian doll trick. Okay. Here we go. Kendi lifted the foil like a matador's cape to reveal the surprise. Silence, shock, gasp. Yes! I've been working for weeks to put it all together. Kendi radiated, waiting for the others to reply. Mom, Dad, and Jahi were amazed. Kendi had made what looked to be 1,000 different pieces of bejeweled, bedazzled, glittery, curly, and swirly edible decorations to make her dream birthday cake. Bright, whimsical colors and shiny, shimmery lusters, edgy speckled splats, and some that looked like chocolates. How could you have possibly done all of this, and how didn't we know? Dad gazed with delight and a drop of worry. I want that one. Jahi reached his little hand for one of the jewels, but Mom quickly pulled him away. My dear, you have done such an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. It's incredible. Mom wrapped Kendi in her arms and kissed her through her tawny brown locks. Thank you, Mom. All inspired by you. And now, you just have to help me bake so that we can put it all together for this afternoon. Mom paused, looking down at Kendi with a heap of concern. This was certainly not the look Kendi expected. Mom exhaled, her eyes dancing around the kitchen in search of answers. She waited a minute more, but Mom said nothing. Kendi's heart began to sink. What, Mom? She knew something was wrong. Well, Kendi, what does Mommy always say? Kendi looked confused. Huh? About what? She thought silently to herself. Mom explained. Usually, when we want to make a masterpiece like this, we need to start days ahead. She paused, thinking. But all my friends are coming, whimpered Kendi, tears welling up in her deep brown eyes. I know, baby. Mom pulled Kendi close to comfort her and spoke those words she always said. I always say, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Right? So, let's get to baking. It was a fresh winter morning just before spring, and Kendi loved the smell of the wet blades of grass and the ripe, budding blossoms sprouting lushly along the river. The sound of the river water that brushes rocks smooth soothed her as she opened her window for a breath of fresh air. We've got exactly 6 hours, Mom announced, walking behind Kendi with her arms full of everything you need to bake up a fabulous cake. Kendi was hypnotized by the rays of sun bouncing off the river directly into her window. All right, boys, I know you're no bakers, but today is Kendi's big day, and it's time to make it count, Mom drilled like a sergeant. Jahi, prepare all the baking pans with oil and flour. Yes, Mom. Dad, measure out all the ingredients for the cake. Yes, Mom. Dad also yelled at attention. And I whip it all together, Mom said, whipping and whirling her finger in the air. Kendi turned around to fall in line. What about me, Mom? Kendi asked. Drill Sergeant Mom turned to Kendi, pinching her cheeks, and said, Today, you're Admiral Kendi. So go over there, grab those plans, and take charge so that you can steer this ship into victory. The 4 of them were becoming a baking battalion indeed. Mom was a baking mastermind, and long before Kendi or Jahi were born, she had mastered baking of all kinds. She had traveled the world discovering exotic flavors, textures, colors, and shapes. And Kendi loved learning about all those adventures, especially when she could taste them. Rosehip tea from Turkey, Grand Kanafa from Egypt, cheesecake from America, and that rich, smooth Swiss chocolate were just a few of her favorites. Today, she wasn't quite sure what Mom would make, but she knew 2 things for sure. It would taste great, and it surely would not be anything ordinary. Kendi looked over into the pantry to watch Mom's tiny feet in action, one planted on the step stool and the other waving in the air with toes giddily wiggling. She heard her humming some tune she had learned in a far-off land, and that made Kendi smile. Nothing made Mom happier than to make her babies happy, and Kendi knew that she would stop at nothing to make today her perfect day. Mom peeked around the corner of the pantry with a hand-labeled spice jar in her grasp. Kendi, how about you give me those plans so you can get ready for the party? But don't you need my help? Kendi asked. Sure we do. But let us prepare everything here first, and you can come back just in time to finish off with your wonderful decorations. Kendi hesitated. Okay, but promise you'll let me know if you need help. I promise, Mom crossed her heart. Now go get ready, and I'll call Anya to tell her to gather the girls at our house for a little morning tea time. You're the best, Mom. Kendi grabbed Mom's leg, almost knocking her from the step stool. Careful, Kendi. We don't want to spend a day in the hospital. Mom held tight to the wall to catch her balance. Now what to wear? Kendi shuffled her almost entirely pink wardrobe about. From afar it all looked the same, but every piece was divinely unique. She always wore something big, bright, and flowy on her birthday, and so she decided that she wouldn't wait until later to enjoy her brand new birthday dress. Yep, it's perfect. She's held up her dress, adorned with butterflies and flowers to her chin, looking into her big dressing mirror. So she hopped in the bath, and after getting clean, she put on her beautiful dress, costume jewels, and put her hair into a beautiful goddess bun with glittery barrettes. Dad took Kendi to Anya's house just a few minutes down the road for her tea time with the girls, Anya and Suki